Hi, today we're going to talk about these new arrests that ICE and DOT are making on way stations and across the United States. There have been some news out of different states, and they are all saying that they're checking drivers on way stations, and they are checking their credentials and also their immigration status and if they're citizens or not, or if they're here legally or not. Some people will throw this term around like, citizen or not. There are so many people in this country that are not citizens, but they're here legally, permanent residents, work visas, and stuff. So if someone is here illegally, that's what they're looking for. I do not know how they access that information. If you have to have a proof on yourself, if you're a permanent resident, maybe you have to have a green card or something like that. I'm sure they can access the database somehow, but I know a long time ago that these people were not, the DOT and regular police, they were not able to access your immigration status and let alone even ask you for that. But now they're cracking up on truck drivers on at way stations and such. So, for example, in Oklahoma, they said that around 130 drivers have been placed out of service and arrested. So, I know when Arkansas started doing this, they first they would put drivers out of service and give them fines and to their companies, but now they're actually arresting them, which leaves the truck and the load abandoned like that, and the company will have to go out there and recover the truck, pay for the fees for towing and other fees, and then find a way how to deliver a load if they're under the load. What's interesting is that in Oklahoma, out of 520 people that were checked, 130 were illegal immigrants. That's 1 out of every 5 people. And that's just the people that they stopped. So I don't know, like what kind of vetting process they use in order, like who to pull over. Is it just randomly? Are they looking, at the way people look, at their trucks, at the company names, or like if they're talking to them, and then when they notice that their English is not good, then they would pull them over like that. And then it's scary. I have been a citizen since 2006 here, and but like I can't get rid of the accent. So I'm like you're not afraid of anything, but it's interesting. I see most people out there are supporting this. And I just read today, and I don't know if that's true. There is the Serbian portal in United States, and they said that 30 people from Serbia have been arrested across the United States. And then also there is this news that in Wyoming, there are deputies sworn in by ICE with a mission to send undocumented truck drivers to jail. So they're training them and they're giving them permission to check their immigration status and send them to jail. And then also what's interesting here in Oklahoma, the countries where these people are from. Most of these people were from, where was it? I'm just trying to find it. I can see that the drivers that they held were issued in California, New York, Pennsylvania, and Illinois. And their country of origin, man, I can't find it here. I think I saw it somewhere. Give me one. Yeah, so here we go. India, Uzbekistan, China, Russia, Georgia, Turkey, Tajikistan, Ukraine, and Mauritania. So these are some of the origin countries for these drivers. And I always support, the fact that people have to come here legally, and that's how I came here. We have waited for 2 years to come here, and you had to be here for 5 years obey the law, pay your taxes, not have anything on your criminal record, and pass a test, which was not that easy. And then they also test you for your English skills. And some people pass even though their English is not that great, but still there's a lot, and you have to pay a fee, and the fee keeps getting bigger and bigger. Also there is a fee, and it was at that time it was like $500, I think, something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you have to do to be here legally, and I support everyone coming here legally and not doing anything shady. But in my opinion, this is kind of like, okay, so you broke the law, you're here illegally. Okay, there are consequences, and but you have the truck on the road, and you have to recover the truck, and the load. There might be a claim on the load. Broker will give you a tough time, and then people will argue, okay, well, you're a company, you hired that illegal truck driver. We hired so many people here, and we hired people from that were born here, and people that are immigrants. It's hard to check someone's immigration status here, right? It's very hard. People will have fake social security numbers. These states will issue them driver's licenses, and these driver's licenses are good. We check their MVR. Our insurance will check the MVR, the driving record. So it's very hard to spot someone like that, especially if they're a contractor, if they have their own truck. That's especially hard to catch someone like that. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. This is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking, and then I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.